behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Paul Mash TV time again. We're glad that you could join us again today. And we've got a great interview coming up for you in just a moment. Well, before we do, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell right here on YouTube. And you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever they're available. And feel free to use the comment section. We love to hear from you there. We obviously have a Facebook page, facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And you can feel free to like the page and inboxes and comment on everything you see there. We sure would love to hear from you there, and we'd love to hear from you in email as well. That's paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And if you're a band or solo artist and want to be on the show, you can use that. Or if you're just simply a fan, we'll accept fan letters from that same email address, and we hope to hear from you there. And obviously every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central on Roku channel Small World TV, you can check out one of my episodes there. So check that out. We're going to recap all that for you at the end of the closing credits. So stay tuned for that. In just a moment, from Orlando, Florida, we have Andrea Tyler. She's an Adele tribute artist, and I think you're really going to like her. And we'll get to that in just a moment. But it's Clip Jam time, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, here we are with our interview, and from Orlando, Florida, we have Andrea Tyler, and she's an Adele tribute artist, and we're glad to have her on the show again. Thanks for coming on the show, Andrea.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. So how did that begin for you? I mean, did you just, did some people tell you that you look like her, or have you always been an Adele fan? Let us know in your own words, though.
Well, it's funny because I don't think I look like her at all. My gifting is actually in sounding like her, not looking like her. But I had a friend who has known my voice for quite some time, and we worked together. She was a tribute, Carly Mitchell, and she basically one day said, Andrea, why don't you ever give thought to doing an Adele tribute? And at that time, I didn't really know who Adele was. I hadn't really heard her name a lot. And I said, Carlene, I don't know who that is. And she said, oh, you know, the song Rolling in the Deep and Someone Like You. And I was like, oh, I love those songs. And I sing them all the time because I love them. And it was big on the radio here because she had just kind of broken into the United States music scene. So long story short, Carlene kind of pushed me in that direction and was like, you got to do it. You sound just like her. You should do it. And I resisted at first because I thought this will be one of those things I do and, you know, it'll just fall apart at some point. And it didn't. It actually took off. And I've done some really fun, crazy, amazing things all over the world just because I was like, all right, I'll try.
Okay. Yeah, of course, this won't be the video we'll be watching in a few minutes, but Hello, you know, which is one of Adele's biggest hits. I actually saw you sing that, and I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't know you were Adele, I thought it would have been Adele, you know?
Thank you.
So perfect you sing like her.
Thank you.
Are there any artists that you grew up with that influenced you?
I came from a musical family. My dad is a singer and he loves music, and he was in a group when he was my age. I have a sister who's 2 years older, and she can sing. She doesn't want to really sing in front of a whole lot of people sometimes, but she's getting more back into performing. She was always the actress, so she wanted to, you know, act, and I wanted to sing. And so, but we've both done both. And so I came from a musical family, and Christmas vacations, we would be driving up, you know, to the mountains and listening to Amy Grant and Mariah Carey's Christmas. And those two in particular artists, Amy Grant and Mariah Carey, I remember listening and trying to copy them and just sing. I wanted to sing just like them and be a singer just like them. So definitely those two.
Okay, yeah, those are good ones. I remember listening to her, years ago, and Amy Grant, that is. So,
Mm-hmm.
well, where can we find you? I mean, tell everybody out there where we can find you. I'm sure you're on have an
Sure.
official site, or maybe you're on Facebook too. Let us know though.
I do. My main thing is www.experienceadele.com. And that kind of houses everything and all of the things that I do that are non Adele as well. So you can check that out. And then I do have social media. I'm on Facebook. I have Instagram. Um, I have Twitter. I'm not really good at using them. I'm mainly a Facebook user, but we're directly through the website. It's hard keeping up with all these multiple things. Post one, have to post it 5 different places. It gets a little overwhelming. So my social media presence isn't perfect, but definitely check out the website, experienceadele.com.
Okay, and you can probably download your music there, I guess, or at least watch your videos on YouTube, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I do have a CD for sale that has 4 Adele covers. So all of those you can purchase online. You can purchase it off of iTunes, pretty much anywhere that sells virtual music and hard copy CDs.
okay, well, I'm sure Andrea will love it if he got some of her CDs and got some of her music.
Yeah.
So hope he'll get out there today and do that. And the song that we are going to be watching in just a moment. Tell us the name of that song.
Skyfall,
Skyfall.
which is from the 007 James Bond movie. It's an interesting, I'll give you a quick interesting fact about Adele and that song. When producers came to her and asked her, would you write our next 007 theme, our James Bond song for the movie? She turned it down. She was terrified and she was like, no, the great of the greats have done 007. And the producers, knowing that she kind of has a little bit of this, she has this thing about numbers lining up and everything. And they said, well, you're going to be 23 years old and this is the 23rd James Bond movie. And they threw that at her and she was like, oh, I can't turn it down now, because if I do, then I'll mess up like the numbers of the universe and then my whole life will fall apart. So she felt guilted into doing the 23rd song. And so she ended up doing it, and it won an Oscar and took off. And as we all love it and know it as one of the great.
That's an interesting fact about that. I didn't know that, so that's interesting to learn. And we'll be watching that in just a couple minutes. But before we do, thank you very much, Andrea, for coming on. I think that's all we need right now. But we would love to have you back if you ever want to come back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And here's Skyfall by Andrea Tyler, right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.